As we begin the third here, Jalen Green and Alperen Şengün, and then Thompson.
Just haven't scored a ton off, but only 6 points off of those.
Yeah, 12-6 points off turnovers favoring the Rockets. And then Thompson out to Dylan Brooks for 3, and he's got it. He's 6 of 8 for 15 points.
It basically ended up being a double team on the baseline. And those drives and their inside attack, that's how they play inside out.
Moody had yet 3. Can you make 10 second-half threes after making 10 in the first? Şengün right down the lane.
Done a much better job of making plays for others and not having tunnel vision himself when he's driving downhill.
If you didn't have the Cleveland season, the Rockets would be the most incredible year. OKC's good, but they were good last year too. Steph with the air.
They've done amazing things this year defensively, but the fact that they've come on strong offensively is kind of what gives you a little more confidence in them when it comes to the postseason, even though they have
the half is so critical. He now has 10:42 left in the third quarter. And what would you do defensively if you didn't have Draymond Green? So the Rocket lead at 5. Jimmy Butler on Dylan Brooks, an elite defender there. Draymond's got Van Vliet. And then Moody couldn't finish. They can't. Jalen Green will draw the foul. Şengün has 4.
Mid-range game as well. He's got a little more quality inside, getting to the rim.
The Rockets have flipped the game by 18 points from down 11 to up 7, their biggest lead of the night. And the Warriors offense.
His man, get him switched on to Jimmy Butler, someone that can post him up, expose him.
Moody attacking, and Draymond.
That is literally the only way Draymond.
Have 2 hands on the ball and you're shooting a layup,
you jump into him.
So Draymond with 5 fouls is going to be out for a while. Şengün missing there. Ricochet, Pajets to save to Steph. The Warriors are down 8. And Butler having that block to Ben Thompson. Great weak side help.
It's not only his length, he's got bounce in there. You got Şengün on Podziemski inside now.
How do you play the rest of the quarter with already 5 team fouls? Rockets have yet to be called for a foul.
Warriors,
this could be a free throw fest.
Warriors are sticking with this zone.
Van Vliet for 3. And Şengün unable to tip initially. You see how small the Warriors are. Podziemski. So Şengün back to the line to be
so aggressive defense.
Ben Thompson coming up with a steal on that inbounds. And Şengün on Podziemski. Brooks thought about the 3. Looney is in now. Alperen Şengün.
Scoring, but man, Thompson is causing havoc.
He is an elite defender. As a young player, and his twin brother Asar also is fantastic. He's just face guarding Curry. Steph had 52, 37, and 36 his last 3 games.
Are of your dreams in the
just keep in contact. I think they called lane violation, so you'll keep your head.
Given 2 free throws, so you're down 7. You got an eternity left in the game. You're going to play a lot of it without Draymond Green, and you got to find a way to unlock Steph Curry and slow down the Rockets at the same time. Green, Steph played the defense. Butler had the box out.
He had to guard multiple moves there, multiple counter moves.
Playing 5-on-4 is Kuminga Steph. So if you're the rest of the Warriors, you're just playing a different game right now.
And you got to be aggressive if you're the rest of the Warriors. You get a ball screen for Kuminga, you involve Şengün, he's in drop coverage, you have space.
Şengün at the high post. Called his own number, Ben Thompson.
Beautiful handoff, you bit. He had to get an extra defender over there, and they had numbers on the back end.
You got the likely defensive player of the year sitting.
What he did.
Podziemski's 14 lead the Warriors tonight. Completed the 3-point play. Butler taking a turn on Şengün.
You're back in this zone.
Brooks looking inside, and Ben Thompson roaming the baseline. Looney was there. Jalen Green 3 is perfect. Jalen Green has been bottled up against the Warriors for most of the year. He's got 9 tonight, though.
Ooh, Jimmy.
Batted away at Ben Thompson.
Keep throwing those short. You got to throw them long.
Curry 3. Looney, the offensive rebound. The Warriors to win the NBA championship in 20.
Like, I stay ready. That's what he said. You're still here, man. You're still within striking distance. All the frustration building, like, you're still in it.
The 4-game gauntlet at Memphis, at the Lakers, home against Denver, home against the Rockets. Warriors have won the first 3. This one, the toughest test. Brooks from the baseline. Dillon Brooks, 7 of 9. He's got 17. A lot of red engulfing Curry every time Steph touches the ball.
I want to see him get one of these relocates.
Minga on Tari Eason. They just lost the handle going up. That's the Rockets' great defense. Now running with friends. Dillon Brooks setting up Green. Jalen Green. He had 34 against OKC. And the Rockets, their first double-digit lead of the night.
But he's had his best in the open floor before the defense is set.
Steph all the way to the rim. Looney
Occupying with Steph Curry there. Looney's going to keep doing that. See if he can get to the offensive glass.
This is also how long do you play without Draymond Green with his 5 fouls? Probably the entire rest of the 3rd quarter. He's been your defensive engine. Sengun couldn't have played him any better than that. Looney was fantastic.
Listen, Looney's got big responsibility while Draymond's on the bench. He knows it.
Minga skip pass. Buddy Hield open 3. Butler the offensive rebound, but Jimmy lost the handle, bringing it down.
He's staring down the official there, too. You got to get back.
Sengun, a little mid-range, and Butler with the rebound. Warriors defense coming alive here. It's whether they can get in any kind of rhythm on this end. Butler on the kick out. Kuminga 3. And Looney another offensive rebound. Steph on a sidestep 3. Crowd aching for that to go down.
And you got to get back.
And Dillon Brooks is going to get a free one off the missed 3 and dunk it down.
He can tell no one got back.
And Curry is 1 of 7 tonight. And these fast break points really are either missed 3s or turnovers headed the other way. And apparently when you shoot a layup, it's a windup now.
Yeah.
So, I mean, some of this really can matter. But he healed it in that corner.
Okay, they just forgot about him in the corner. He was doing his best work off the ball. Drove it baseline.
Where is the level of physicality? Because the Rockets are so good defensively and so physical that if they're not called for fouls, you're not going to beat them very often. Dillon Brooks on heel. Spinning, shooting, firing. And Kuminga high for the rebound. JK now with 6 boards. See the Rockets get back as a team defensively. Healed halfway down and out. And Kuminga fouls it home.
The rest of this game, how's your will to win, your competitive fire, your ability to deal with frustration?
So down 10 and pulling to within 5.
And you're a great offensive rebounding team too. Warriors haven't forgot about that. They're getting forced to travel. Within the offensive rebound, Buddy Hield thinks he's hot. He could be.
Kuminga's got 9 to go with 7 rebounds. Steph in, out, up, floating, banking, no. Then Dillon Brooks the rebound. Curry 1 of 8. 52 in Memphis.
To pick him up tonight, and Jimmy Butler can activate as well. He's got the 9 points.
Jalen Green gets Looney on the switch. Butler came for the weak side help. Good Warrior team defense. Kuminga can be a one-man fast break. Bajemski sets his feet for 3. These are the shots. If you're going to beat the Rockets, Warriors 12 of 30 on 3s.
You love to look for Jimmy there around the basket.
Oh, man, Thompson in, out, up, and in. He's got 10 and 5 Rockets in double figures.
He's got that unorthodox game.
Men Thompson and Asar Thompson, same middle name. Excellence.
You were telling me that before the game.
As they both share the same middle name, the twins. Buddy Hield to Bajemski, another 3 again. Brandon's got 3s.
Yeah, you need Brandon's big game.
The Warriors are not going away. Doing it in non-Steph minutes. They're doing it without Draymond Green, and they're still there, down only 4. Jalen Green sidestep triple. These rebounds are key. See Men Thompson fly in to bat it to a teammate. And Tari Eason,
the impact of Thompson. All he does, defensively, offensively, uses his length and that athleticism so well.
Butler on Jalen Green. Dillon Brooks is lurking. Kuminga corner three. And Looney batted it out. Draymond getting extra possessions for the Dubs. Buddy Hield down the lane. Buddy Hield having its length and so much bounce. Buddy a warm-up three. But he's got 15 and 5 of 7 on threes.
That was that elevator door screenplay. That worked out perfectly.
Barry Smith at 6'11". Sizes up Pajemski and rises over him and puts it in. And Amen Thompson, that length, beautiful steal. Running it back on Buddy Hield to lay it up and in.
So good is because they kind of play a different style, more ISOs. With Steph, it's a lot more movement. It can be tough to adjust to that, so they need to get back to that. If they're going to set some of these screens, go ahead and set it, let them switch. You get the small defender on Jimmy Butler like they just did.
So GP2 Pajemski with Buddy Hield, Jimmy Butler, and Draymond is in.
Edge of that. Coach Kerr would love it.
Steven Adams blocking GP2, and he threw that up to beat the shot clock buzzer.
But again, you've still got the two bigs in there to counterbalance that.
There's a reason the Rockets are 14-2 in their last 16 and just beat OKC resoundingly. They are that good, and they're playing incredibly well.
Two-seed deadline, nothing really, just stuck with their team, and you see why, man. They have a really good roster, and it makes a lot of sense. Now they're in this zone.
Yeah, the 2-3 zone with the 3-6-11 guys at the back line. And Payton hitting the thieves. They made 10 in the first half. They have 5 in the second half. And the Warriors within 4.
And they shot the three ball really well. I mean, 44% on the night is a really good percentage.
Van Vliet. Back iron, batted out to Buddy Hield. Buddy, it's a 1-on-4, waiting for Pajemski as the trailer. GP2, another three. Crowd aching for that one.
Get great looks, though. Again, before the defense is set it, Jabari Smith Jr. misses one.
Butler came back to help out with Steve Adams going for that rebound. Steven Adams is a mountain of a man.
Get your split action.
Back to GP2.
And that's why Draymond went up the way he did.
Yeah, they've utilized the double big lineup 15 games since the All-Star break. Shot clock at 3. Buddy sidestep 3. So the Payton missed 3, the Buddy Hield missed 3. And then the steal by Butler. You're still down only 4. Pajemski triple. 3 opportunities to
City up, see if you can force some more turnovers. You've only forced 12 of them so far.
First Warrior team foul. Rockets yet to commit a foul. Getting into the bonus in the 4th, always so critical.
After forcing 26 against the Nuggets, that was crazy.
Season high for Denver in those turnovers. Shen Butler, then the missed 3, and Şengün with the rebound. Back out to Aaron Holiday. Holiday having that deflected. GP2 knocked it away. Pajemski in a foot race. Brandon getting to the rim to lay it up and in.
Fleet run by. He's so good at that. You're within 2 now.
The Rockets have had the edge in play, and yet you look at the scoreboard, and it's still only a 2-point game.
I said just stay in the game. Keep contact.
Nice pass to Jabari.
Pass with Holiday in there, and you got a little crossed up if you're the Warriors.
Smith was 16 on 7 of 10 shooting. Rocky has 19 or more in 4 of the last 5 games.
Stringing them together.
Brandon didn't want that 3. Back out to GP2. Time to seam it up. And the Rockets are just being fortunate right now. They've had 4 wide open 3s. None have gone down. And sometimes you got to be lucky in addition to being good.
And Steph Curry is up and walking to the scorer's table.
Give that guy 4 wide open 3s and see what happens.
Exactly.
Pajemski's got Şengün in the switch. Shot clock at 1, flipped it up and in. Beat the buzz, got 19.
That's just such a tough place to be smaller defender. They turned it over.
Attempts. He's 2 of 5. Steph is 1 of 8. And you've taken the 2 big guys for the Warriors and turned the faucet off.
Still a lot of time here. A lot can happen, though.
Steven Adams holding up top. Remember Draymond with 5 fouls. And Thompson. Draymond.
Difficult one of these gauntlet games.
Van Vliet catch and shoot 3. And Looney inhales that rebound.
Yeah, starting Steph off the ball. See if you can use him as a decoy here if you want to.
And Vliet just leaning and holding on to Curry. Grabbing him again. Steph does come free. They're off front iron.
He had to kind of shoot that one a little more from the side than he wanted to.
Curry 1 of 9. He did have an 0 for 7 game in Memphis, but then he hit Memphis for 52 the next time he saw him. Ben Thompson flipping it up and in. 1 points, and he's been everywhere defensively.
Ime Udoka couldn't ask for a better game from him.
You're getting a good look at the A++ game of the Rockets. The Warriors have beaten them 3 out of 4 times. Looney missing the little bank shot. Dubs at 39%. A lot having to do with the Rockets and some of it having to do with themselves. Draymond Green with Curry switched on him. Shot clock at 5. Ben Thompson soaring, flipping, scooping, and tipped up and in.
Filipinos are some of the ever meet. Love them all.
And I'll just echo what Kalena said. Because when I was at his wedding, I would say everybody I met was fantastic.
Oh, they're the best.
Buddy Hield from 3, off back iron, and a long rebound out to Payton. Buddy on a reload triple. Buddy.
Listen, the Rockets have played 44 clutch games. The Warriors have played 43. Can you make this another clutch game? All the close games between these two teams.
All 4 meetings decided by 7 or fewer points.
They both lost 18 clutch games.
Draymond Green sidestep triple, long rebound. That's what the Rockets do best. Best offensive rebounding team. The Jabari Smith rebound.
So they've been used to these close games all season. So they know what it's like. They're not going to be in shock.
Steph with an open 3. 7 game in Memphis. He was 2 of 13 versus the Pacers. He's 1 of 9 tonight and only 3 points. Buddy Hield with a great steal. Looking for Curry.
You're trying to find ways to get him open. That was the pin-in screen. Just the pass has to be on target.
Yeah, Rockets haven't won here since 2019. Warriors have had dominance in 16 of the last 17 meetings. 5 minutes to make something happen. And Buddy Hield is having a game.
Frozen there, sub-zero.
Get a good look with the bench being plus 25. The Warriors starters being outplayed. Green step back against the Dubs. Until tonight, he's got 16.
Got a high ball screen. He came off of it in rhythm with that step back.
4.5 left with the Rockets up 10. Buddy Hield one more time. And off to the right. The Warriors at 39% shooting for the game. And Thompson. He and Assar were born in Oakland, went to high school in Florida. Jalen Green born in Merced against the Warriors in 3 of 17 on threes. He's made 3 threes tonight.
Well, the last 2 were big time.
Steph offline. Draymond with the rebound. All the double teams on Curry. That ricochet
Tonight, even if they're going to switch it or double team off, just hit someone that's on Steph, crack someone, make them feel you. I don't feel like they did that enough tonight. They'll do that better. They'll make Steph and Jimmy Butler, who only has the 9 points.
Now, you got to credit the Rocket defense. Their game plan, their execution, the talent, and up and down the roster, their relentlessness in guarding Steph Curry. Şengün missing there. We need to be perfect this final 3 minutes plus. And Draymond finding Jimmy Butler gets to 11, but that's only his 6th shot attempt.
You need the full court press. You need to go desperation mode, trying to force turnovers here. You're running out of time.
Jalen Green. Yeah, this he had only been averaging 10 against the Warriors, but he had 34 against OKC.
There you go.
Butler again laying it up and in.
Steph, a little split there. 2 defenders stay with Steph, including Jimmy Butler's man.
This will be a good win for Houston as they try to secure the 2 seed. Denver lost today. So the Nuggets, they lost to San Antonio, lost to the Warriors, then lost again today.
Well, the Rockets
and the Lakers won. So the seeding will not be determined more likely till the final day of the season. And Green, how hot am I? And Men tops it with a rebound, but
games with their defense while they just struggle.
and just the way he's been scoring, and Jalen Green has come alive. But for a month plus, they've been elite offensively too. And Steph for turnovers.
And again, 125 points the last 3 games. He's been working so hard. My goodness.
You also have to look at the big picture, Kay. If you would have said at Memphis, at the Lakers, back-to-back with Denver and then Houston, and somehow you're going to go 3-1, yeah, everyone in Dev Nation would have taken that with both hands. Are in terms of who finishes and what seed and what results. And the Warriors taking on the Clippers. You know what game I'm looking forward to this week? I noticed that the Lakers go play at Dallas. I wonder if anyone's going to pay attention to that game.
Anthony Davis is back playing.
Luka Doncic going back to Dallas. Lakers with a great win against OKC today.
They had a 3-point barrage.
My goodness. 10 of 13 shooting. He's got 24.
Now with the weird season they've had.
And Durant may be back for that game. He's been out with an injured ankle. He's also going to go 3-2 against the Rockets. So
true.
He won the season series against the Rockets and season series against Memphis and the season series against Minnesota. We play the Clippers the last day of the season. The 2 LA teams have the season series over the Warriors. Reed Shepard was drafted as a shooter, has been better as of late, but missing the 3 there.
Kentucky guy.
Went post inside to lay it up and in. And they're going to go 15-2 in their last 17. The Warriors 21-6 since they acquired Jimmy Butler, which is still absolutely fantastic. It will be the first loss with this starting 5. They had not lost a game. With Podziemski and Moody and Steph, Draymond, and Jimmy Butler.
It's interesting, though, a lot of the success you had against the Rockets came when you were still kind of topsy-turvy before you got Jimmy Butler. So you drop this one, give the Rockets credit.
Rockets shoot it at 48%. They put 5 players. They hold Steph